is CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman along with next weather meteorologist Shane Hinton. It's a next weather alert day.
That's right. Not only today, but tomorrow as well, Naja, because we are going to be tracking the potential for some flooding within some showers and storms. Let me get you the details here on our next weather alert. You can see this will be for this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon. Now, I know what you're thinking. Today has been a fairly gorgeous day, but we're already starting to see those showers and storms bubble up in the north and then making their way down to South Florida. So if we can kind of pop everything back up here, what I can show you is going to be what we are going to be tracking over the next several hours, as we are going to be tracking those showers and storms as I mentioned. Here's a look at the radar across South Florida. You can see a little bit of activity that we're going to be honing in on, most notably right now in northern Broward County and southern Palm Beach County. Now these are pushing in from north to south. It's already triggered a flood advisory in Palm Beach County until 5:15 just between Boynton Beach and Boca Raton. But right now, the heaviest activity is near Pompano Beach and Fort Lauderdale. Also, quite a bit of lightning associated with that storm moving into Pompano Beach. So please be mindful of it. It's going to continue pushing down toward the south. So if you are heading toward Fort Lauderdale Airport, if you live in Hollywood, even around Plantation, just get ready for some of that rain activity to pick up in your neighborhood. As we head a little bit further to the south, my friends in the upper Keys, you can see a few storms lingering around Key Largo, but the heaviest activity is closer to Ocean Reef, just south and east of Homestead. That's been bubbling out throughout the area throughout the last half hour to an hour. Here's a look at your flood threat for today. You'll notice that level 2 out of 4 continues for all of Broward County and most of Miami-Dade. This does not mean that all of these locations will receive flooding, nor does it mean that all these areas will even receive rain at all. But because we've been dealing with multiple rounds of showers and storms the past couple of days, these are the areas where the flood threat will be highest. Now tomorrow you notice that area expands a bit. All of Broward and most of Miami-Dade continues to fall under that level 2 risk. And even as we head into the weekend, we could see a level 2 risk continue for our metro areas in Broward and Miami-Dade, as our rain chances will still be fairly scattered. Timing out the rain for you through the rest of today, those showers and storms will continue to bubble up throughout the late afternoon into the early evening. So we had mentioned how there was going to be a delayed timeline for today's storms compared to yesterday's, and that is what is currently being verified by our forecast. By around 7 or 8 o'clock, most of that activity should start to fizzle apart. We'll have a quiet overnight period, and then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, around 2 to 3 o'clock, we see those storms bubbling back up again, really heavily impacting areas between 4 to 7 o'clock in the evening, and then it'll quiet down as we head into your Friday night. Hourly forecast for today shows that temperatures will eventually taper off in the 80s. We were fairly warm for the first half of the day, but that rain and cloud coverage should help to make things a little bit more mild for us. As we take a trip out into the Atlantic, we want to get you the latest on the tropics. This area around the west coast of Africa now has a 30% chance of tropical development as it moves out toward the west. Right now, forecast models do not show this being of concern to the U.S. 7-day forecast shows that we'll have another next weather alert for tomorrow. Rain chances slowly start to taper off as we head into next week as highs drop to the upper 80s.
Shane, thank you. We are in the peak of hurricane season, and the Next Weather team is making sure that you are prepared. Scan the QR code and find all the tools you need to help you get ready. You can also find our 1-hour special. It has important information for you and your family. Just go to cbsmiami.com. There are new developments in the Charlie Kirk assassination in Utah. The FBI has released photos of a person of interest in connection with the deadly shooting. It happened at Utah Valley University. They also found a weapon that might have been used by the shooter, who remains at large and unidentified. As CBS News Miami's Andres Gutierrez reports from Orem, the FBI is offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of the killer.
The FBI is asking for the public's help to identify this person of interest, dressed in a hat, sunglasses, and dark shirt that appears to have the American flag on the front.
The suspect blended in well with a college institution.
Conservative political activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed while speaking at Utah Valley University Wednesday. Law enforcement sources tell CBS News there was just one shot, and it appeared to come from the roof of a nearby building.
We kind of just saw Charlie fall backwards, and I don't know, it's like I've been replaying it so much in my head that it's kind of like, I hope I haven't messed it up.
It's hard to process.
Yeah, he just fell backwards, and then we ducked and hid behind some stairs.
Still sitting inside a campus building, water bottles, notebooks, and laptops. Outside, the FBI continues to process the scene.
Investigators have also collected footwear impression, a palm print, and forearm imprints.
Police say they found what they believe to be the murder weapon in a wooded area, a high-powered bolt-action rifle.
After the shooting, we were able to track his movements as he moved to the other side of the building, jumped off of the building, and fled off of the campus and into a neighborhood.
CBS News has learned Kirk's body will be flown on Air Force 2 to his hometown in Arizona. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Orem, Utah.
Turning Point USA has chapters here in South Florida. FIU's chapter founder is mourning the loss of Charlie Kirk. Florida House Republican Juan Perez represents Kendall and the Hammocks.
He has been someone for me personally that has shaped not just how I view the world and politics, but has led me to, who I am today.
And coming up at 5, CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez will talk to South Florida students and members of Turning Point USA. We will continue to follow the latest developments on the political assassination of Charlie Kirk. We will keep you updated on air and online at cbsmiami.com. Today, South Florida and the nation are remembering 9/11. We mark 24 years since the September 11th terror attacks. It was on this day in 2001 when al-Qaeda hijackers crashed 4 passenger jets into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. In New York City, the bell of hope rings. It's as a salute to the New York firefighters lost on that tragic day. At the Pentagon today, President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump attended a service in Virginia. It was to honor these service members and civilians killed when a jetliner crashed into the headquarters of the U.S. military. In Shanksville, Pennsylvania, family members and friends were on hand for a moment of silence. They read the names of the victims of Flight 93. The hijacked flight crashed after crew members and passengers tried to storm the cockpit. And in South Florida at Tropical Park, a special commemoration by the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue and the U.S. Southern Command were there as well. They called it a remembrance ceremony. It was in honor of all the law enforcement officers, firefighters, and military personnel that gave it their all. In Broward County, hundreds of people climbed the steps of the Hard Rock Hotel to honor the victims of 9/11. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner reports from this stairwell. She spoke to firefighters about how they trained for this and the memories that they still carry with them.
Right now, firefighters are working their way up this stairwell. We're standing on the top flight. I spoke to one of the firefighters who described it as being inside of a plastic bag. It's hot, it's claustrophobic inside of the gear, but they said it's all worth it and it's nothing compared to what those went through on 9/11. Inside of the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, first responders, hotel employees, and people from across Florida gathered for a moment of silence.
It is now 9:02, and we would like to have another 1 minute of silence for the second tower.
Before gearing up.
Being in gear, it's a different animal than just going to a gym and just training, let's say weights, circuit. Being in gear is, how do I explain it? It's like being confined in a Ziploc bag. It is exhausting and exerting.
Miami Beach firefighter Melissa Ramirez says it's hard to comprehend what was going through the minds of the first responders that climbed up when everyone else was trying to escape.
And every time I click in on air, within seconds you feel claustrophobic. So I just can't imagine them going through those IDLH conditions and what was going through their minds, their families, if it was their last breath that they were going to take, if they were talking to God. When I reach, let's say, the 10th or 11th floor, you are feeling it. You are feeling it in ways that you never imagined you could feel. Your body could become that exhausted.
The Twin Towers were 110 floors. So to reach that number, many are climbing up the Guitar Hotel 3 times.
It is more than just a physical challenge. It is a living tribute, a symbolic act of remembrance, and a chance to connect with the spirit of those heroes. May their stories guide your steps, and may their courage inspire all of us to live with greater purpose and resolve.
This is the first year they're doing it here at the Guitar Hotel, but this is just the beginning. They plan on doing it every year moving forward. In Hollywood, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
When we come back, danger on the bench for a judge in a Florida courtroom. The bizarre outburst caught on camera, and what happened might surprise you. A big sports weekend ahead. The Miami Hurricanes host the University of South Florida Bulls Saturday afternoon at Hard Rock Stadium. Kickoff is at 4:30. The only place to watch is on our sister station CW Miami 33. And we are counting down to the Miami Dolphins home opener on Sunday. The Fins host the New England Patriots at Hard Rock Stadium. We get started with the Coach Mike McDaniel show at 11 a.m., followed by Dolphins Weekly Live, then kickoff at 1, followed by the fifth quarter post-game show. It is all on CBS Miami. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Caught on camera, it was courtroom chaos in Martin County. A man going before a judge spit on him and then charged at the bench. 46-year-old Evan Paul McCullough was in court for a status hearing. You see him staring down the judge, then he tries to spit across the room. Next, he lunges forward, running at the judge. Deputies in the courtroom immediately tackled him. He now faces additional charges. That includes corruption by threat and battery on a judge. JetBlue announced another surge of flights. It will now offer flights this winter at Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport. New service to 9 locations will launch in November and December. The change focuses mainly on nonstop flights to the Caribbean and Latin American cities. They include Aruba, Grand Cayman, St. Martin, and Cartagena, Colombia, among others. That does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.